Very good morning. Welcome to the dialogue. My name is Abidjanim and this is Net2 TV. We always stream the show live on our Facebook wall at Net2 TV GH. Net2 TV GH, one word. So just get on Facebook, search Net2 TV GH and you will find us. And we will be also giving you the videos on our YouTube handle, still at Net2 TV GH, as well as Instagram and all other social media handles. We are on live right now. So get on there and let's chat. Yesterday we had Honorable Ken, trying to battle me over some issues, but then it's all good. It's just all for the betterment of Mother Ghana. So yes, you better ask next week. Oba, you better ask. Trust me, you better ask. Today is the 8th of November, 8th November 2018. And what have you been doing with your life? What are you doing? Do you have a plan or you don't have any at all? Are you letting things go and taking new opportunities and new avenues? You should be moving regardless. If you fall 10 times, get up 10 times and keep going. Let's pick our quote and health tip for today and then we'll come back.
Health tips. Good morning, reading is to the mind, whilst exercise is to the body.
Mine was wonderful with you by my side. And when I open my eyes and see your sweet face, it's a good morning, beautiful day.
And my guys are doing so good. Reading is for the mind as exercise to the body. So yes, you can do one and leave out the other. Walking and other stuff, like they're basic form of exercising. But again, how about reading? Do you spend time reading other stuff? Well, thanks to social media and thanks to technology, you can read even on your phone. You don't have to carry books around like it used to. There are book apps. There are a lot of apps that you can read to better develop your minds. Yesterday I was telling a friend that some people cannot hold intellectual conversation, and not because they cannot, it's because they haven't opened their minds sometime enough to certain type of conversations. They're very good when you raise other conversations and they're very quiet when you come to others, and so it tells you where this time. I think it will be best to be able to cut across or at least have an average idea about most things, and part of it is watching good programs like Dialogue and also reading some papers and reading some good and developing apps, not all those like Ginger will send you in the middle of the night. Hello Ginger, good morning. She's one friend who sends all the craziest thing you can ever imagine on social media. I don't know, maybe she's been sponsored by telco because I will use my data to be sending those things, but again, that's what she fancies, so that's good. Let me quickly go on to our newspaper headlines this morning. I'm just touching on the headlines and then I'll give you the time to engage us on the telephone. I'll also open and read more of the messages, especially those that I couldn't read yesterday from Honorable Ken. We had a backlog of messages from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from YouTube. We'll read all of them and probably continue the engagement with you from yesterday. I know the time is short, it's just an hour, but we try to repeat the program in the evening. And also when we're done with the setting up of our new studios, trust me, we will expand the time, we will extend the time and expand the studio so we can have studio audience and you can join us live in the studios. Trust me, we'll be the first to do that in Ghana for our morning show, our morning belt. I'm taking off with a new crusading guide, and it has on the front page KNUST unions fight government, and it says over new council reconstitution. Well, I don't know what this is, where this is taking us, but yes, they have their rights to fight back. National House of Chiefs reinstitute Kwashi Bolo, okay, as English man from chief. Haven't we had enough of this chieftaincy? My appeal to the chiefs is they should engage, or they should get together with the politicians to bring development to their people. They shouldn't distant or disconnect from the whole thing. It's like we rule traditionally, you rule constitutionally. I don't know how that works, but get engaged, get together with them. I want to see a collaboration between the education minister and the chief of this and that, creating that, bringing this and bringing that. That will bring joy to the people as well as myself. But all this fighting, selfish fighting for who is the chief over some few acres of land and ruling over the people that brings no development. I really don't support that. NDC leadership election, Treasure drops bombshell, Neil Asidun Ketia and Mahama. Wow. One day, all this will be over very soon. Scholarship Secretariat to be decentralized, and Ibrahim Mahama sued over 189 million UT loan. Whoa. Whoa. Ibrahim, how do you sleep? Well, I guess he's a tough man. He's grown tougher skin over all this. On the front page of the Chronicle, we have, I am not guilty of any crime. Dr. Mensa Otabil fights back. Of course, I expected that. Journalists are corrupt, but police are more corrupt. I know where this is coming from. Page 9 of the Chronicle. Let me see that. Trust me, I just want to satisfy my instinct. Well, I'm going straight to the page 9 of the Chronicle, and I'll come back to the Chronicle. Let me just read just a bit of that. And it says, the Ghana Police Service has maintained its corruption perception on the latest Afrobarometer Corruption Index, with judges, elected leaders, and traditional leaders being caught in the corruption perception web. Okay, the Afrobarometer is Pan-African none, so that's where they're coming from. I got that wrong, but it's okay. I was thinking, we don't claim to have finished solving all Ghana's problems, Kojo Nkrumah, and we'll be talking to him shortly on the phone. Also, we'll be talking to Gifty Ohene Kwanedu over 1D1F Secretariat. We had one of the offices was broken into, or we got burglary there. And we have traders battle KMA over development of Dr. Mensa, and that is in Kumasi. So yes, we were talking to a few other people over this issue. We talked to the Ministry of Education, and then we have here on the front page of the Daily Statesman, Kate Jemfua galvanizes women for NPP. Kate Jemfua galvanizes women for NPP, and you can see the NPP National Women's Organizer. I think she's on a tour in the Brong-Ahafo region with some other supporters trying to register her presence or kind of show appreciation. Rural development plan near completion by Honorable Minister for Information. Roads rail high on agenda. Finance Minister drops hint about 2019 budget. And we're hearing that for once, this is the first time, or probably in a long while, that Ghana is having an unsupported budget. So it's going to be, well, can we say a homegrown budget? No. But yes, we'll also go to the Ministry of Finance to find out if we can get some hints on that. 1D1F database secured. Investigations on course. Gifty Ohene Kwanedu, 1D1F coordinator, and she's saying everything is on point. Let's get on the line. We have Kate Jemfua on the line. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Do we have... Good morning.
Hello.
Obatampa Kate Jemfua.
Why get to say?
Yamia Dumna won't say.
Me ho yo.
And you share newspapers. Me na me say we dey wa pro Bonadru Brong-Ahafo region. Ti ho kakra ma ye ne ento aso.
Yo, mama fafa akwanya we na me tia watiefo. Eye no kre ye call round the party for Asia market queen mothers. They are called market no. If you are near me queen mothers so Asia. Yenti aye no say say. Wonu say enkofo na ye no omo ko account you know. Ye muni mu ya ne say omo beka ensem a enya no kre. E dey atre Ghana for. Entinya dey e betra so ye nkofo na eni papa president ye magana for no. Ye be mo makoda ne no. Akodi etro ade atre Ghana for. Entinya ifom ni Ghana for kasa fe. Omo hwe president oba e fie mienu kra hunyaye. Nanso wadwe o ma ni nyina ho. Ema policy o de ba be boa Ghana for nyina na oye. Wanwe ono kwa ni party for ho. So ye cheche cast ma ye ho. Ana so ye cheche sika ma ye ho because ye na to aba no ma ye wi ni no wo ho se Ghana for nyina na to aba no. Enti e say the policy be ba be boa wo pia eba. Enti no ana ye ka na ye council agenti for so ni ye di ni. And to see a corner home, how near Costa, M1. Na ye hu kwan ye befa so a ye mfe ni aba ne bekasa na ye kwan so mo je ye so na mo bo aba na ba so mo hu bi ja cause MPP 2008 ye ko opposition ye ne ko pre o ye ba e sa time na MPP for say e ya jongo then o mo ba na o ye no mo ma Ghana for ya ho fa so bia na ye ne ba ya e ti bi din hye papa pa ama Ghana for nyina ya ho fa so. It's your problem, your core and our chance to planting food for. I'm a cricket, you have
planting for food and jobs.
Yeah, food and job. I'm yeah, if you have a half of cocoa, tell your cocoa, say, almost say, a man and your jam, who your monka. And she, am I a say, a bano yenny, I'm a papa. I'm a buy and so, let us allowance. Your cheer. DKM, every cool for bra half ya buy ye share, send your bank to corner and co you know. I'm so much now on a Ghana for my ticker and stick. And you know, say, you can't bank sing boom. Send a buyer a man who ticker day state. And you know, look at say, and you know more big at all you think I got to see and I said, I can for the fact. I'm on cost to know you to do a buying move. Someone for music council and to bank.
Papa, where dear, near Bisa, who bring a half was to see a form to say, when the war honum, a honum, a form to say, a honky cat to say, a binding you my all your honum to say.
Oh, a form with pa. Yeah, appointees no more yet, Juma. Nanny, air course on the say. Appointees in the party, don't get a honor. And on the top think a class. And si mama fa kwa yen na me appointees no kasa we kan ya party for yen asem die then so ye ka say omo mobodin so omo ne party for ne be yen kita hu yie na aban se say ya papa ne ni ama papa odi egu akwa so no omo ga kana party for no so enye bi nso akopọ makoka say obi wo hono ma ya man appointment party office kwa obi mo fa ho bi and the air fa ne ha dwen. And on my ass, say almost one abandoned papa, and coffin. Nah, Ghana, point high in your home and patrol.
It's the same Wolfrey Bong half an hour when it's rain for.
Yako go tell agent, like a corner day.
And yet, just I cried the Union Fountains, Union Mahakra. Now, and your home. Yeah, you will buy a baby you are. You who campaign now can say, and now can say, Yami Adum na say, a man national women's organizer. Now, Ube Shekwana, Ube Fasona, a ma, Ahunke Kama, ye, you said, ya, ma, ebe to me, and Yaka cradi, dija, and in your kikahun. Say, Bibia, aye, you know, Sanshi Shayano, I could say. No, Uline breaky.
I'm buying a person or the master and set my no. I feel my to car and see the other person. Now you put a cry, they know. Yeah, they are calling the Aquabla. And the Egusi, I am man alone. Almost other trading, you know what I am.
Yo, and yeah, you wish you all the best. Near Senya Empire Mana, and yeah, best after you. Yeah, that's it. That is Kate Jimfa. She is the national women's organizer for the NPPA, and I think she's on a tour in the Brangahafa region with some other women in the region. Well, we're going back onto our newspaper review this morning. Probably not a review, like a touch on the headlines. So on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, we have police make biggest we arrest, reject bribes from suspects. Ha ha ha. Well, because this same weed has been legalized in other countries and they are making tons of monies, and we are still arresting people over it. So yes, I rest my case here. Maybe someday we will grow to know that we need to do something about it. Probably we might have to export it. I don't know about Safo's idea, but that's okay. FDA cautions public on expired products, and I've been trying to reach you. Professor Alex Zodu, Good morning. Me trouble leaving. No find a woman on work, but on a few. Okay. I know you work so hard, so probably you might be busy or be resting. But please answer the call. Let's have a cool chat. I want to find out. You're storming Marina Mall this morning, and you have also warned people of expired foods on the market. So please let's get more detail into some of this. We paid $100,000 to stop number 12 video screening Mrs. Nyantichi. Oh. Government to develop learning website for students. I don't know how I switched into that, but well, since the case is in court and other legal issues surrounding that, I probably will leave it to the public, because now they are coming out to say they paid $100,000. Now, still it was aired. That means it wasn't enough, or probably the money didn't get to us. I don't know, but I rest my case. That's all I can say for now. Daily Guide has on the front page, Mahama-led corrupt regime Rawlings still throwing jabs at Mahama and his ex-administration. Ex-President Jerry John Rawlings in a handshake with President Akufo-Addo. And then we have him again. We have the Deputy Minister for Information on the line, Pius Enam Hajide. I hope I got that right, because the last time he corrected me. Good morning, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
How are you doing this morning?
By grace, we are fine. How are you doing?
Great. We are doing wonderful. We're happy to have you on the line.
I'm happy to be here too, my brother.
Well, we heard a little bit about the 2019 budget, and it's saying that this budget probably is going to be one of the, well, in a long time, one of the first budget that is not supported by, let's say, IMF or something. Can we just give a little insight or a little teaser into that?
Well, thank you very much. Good morning to you and to our cherished viewers. You would recall that the previous NDC administration went to the IMF and as a result, there were some conditionalities, in fact, several conditionalities. One of those conditionalities, you recall, will be the freeze on employment into the public sector and so on and so forth. Again, you may be right when you describe that some austerity measures was also introduced. So there was a limitation on what government could do. Now, we took over this administration, the MPP Nana Akufo-Addo-led administration took over in January 2017. If you check the budget analysis that was conducted by Honorable Seth Stekbe, and the finance minister of the erstwhile NDC administration, they admitted that in 2017, by the time the NDC would pay interest on loans and also pay salaries, what would have been left would have been less than 2 billion cedis. And so they will not be able to do much. It tells you that we inherited a challenged economy. Now, what we have been trying to do over the last 2 years is to stabilize the economy as we navigate our way out of the IMF. With the less than 2 billion that the NDC said they were going to have after paying of interest and salaries alone, we have done that. We have paid the interest, we have paid salaries, but we are still able to fund free SHS. We are still able to restore nursing training allowances and teacher training allowances. We were still able to pay all the statutory debts, all the statutory obligations that government has, be it GET Fund, be it District Assembly's Common Fund, be it monies to the health insurance and so on and so forth, were all in arrears. In fact, as far as the health insurance was concerned, we were so much in arrears that even service providers were no longer ready to accept the NHIA cards. And so cash and carry was gradually coming back. Get Fund, we were so much in arrears that a lot of the Get Fund projects were left and they were not completed. In fact, they were abandoned and so on and so forth. Within the 2 years, what the NDC said was going to be difficult for them to do because they were only going to have less than 2 billion cedis. After paying salaries and after paying interest on loans, we have done the two. And like I'm saying to you, we have restored all of this. We have paid most of the debts that we met. And as I speak to you now, we are almost updates. We are on time on the payment of all of this statutory allowance. We have within the limitations of the difficulties that we inherited, been able to put 100,000 Ghanaian youth to work at a monthly stipend of 700 cedis per person. That adds up to about some 70 million Ghana cedis a month. And if you multiply that by the year, you will see that huge amounts of money, over 840 million Ghana cedis a year, will be spent putting some 100,000 Ghanaian youth to work, which youth under the NDC were unable to get jobs because of the freeze on employment into public spending. Now we are excited that this is going to be our first post-IMF budget, which means that the independence that we want, the economic independence that we want, gradually we are getting the J4 took us out of the IMF. The previous MPP administration took us out of the IMF and put us on a pedestal towards economic independence. You recall that the former president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, gained essentially for us political independence. What we were looking for in our current day dispensation is the true economic independence, which J. Ekufuor had. The previous MPP administration had taken us from the IMF and put us on that pedestal. When the NDC unfortunately got power in 2008, 2009 thereabouts, they mismanaged the economy and they took us back to the IMF.
Honorable, we know that the IMF conditionalities or probably will be going out or be running out by December. Would your government claim to have won Ghana out of IMF, or would you say it's probably almost at the end and so that's it?
Well, this is our first post-IMF budget.
Yeah.
We are on the road towards where we have to be. It is not like there is a magic wand that will create the Canaan, the promised land, and that we will get there. We will get there immediately. It is a process. But the people of Ghana will see clearly that we have started working towards getting to that destination. We have not and we will not be able to create the desired Ghana that we want within the 1.5 years that we have been in power, or maybe even within necessarily our first term. But the people of Ghana will see a dedicated and a conscious effort by this government to take us to that promised land. And it is that realization from the people of Ghana that will make them want to give this government another chance after another chance after another chance, because we would have been positioning ourselves as the party that delivers on our promises, as the party that is making all the arrangements so that Ghana can get to that desired destination. And that is why I am happy that next year our first post IMF budget will focus essentially on massive infrastructure. It will focus on job creation, and it will focus on putting some liquidity in the system. I mean, putting some more money into people's pockets.
Yesterday.
And these were things that we were unable to do because in the past almost 2 years, not because we didn't want to do it, but largely because of two things.
What?
One, we met a very, very challenged economy. The economy that J. Kufuor left growing at 9.1%, the NDC shrank it. It was growing now at 3.7%. Today, the trajectory has changed. Inflation was high. Today, inflation is low. Interest rates were high. Today, interest rates are low, and so on and so forth. So you see that clearly we have left the negative, and a lot of, again, the other sectors, a lot of the sectors were growing in the industry, for instance, industry that creates jobs, industries that put monies into people's pockets, was growing in the negatives. In this country, agricultural growth had come down tremendously. And so we are happy to report that all those indicators have changed, and we are on a different and a positive trajectory today. We were not able again to do the things that we wanted, we would have loved to do, even though we have done comparatively better, way better than the NDC. We were not able to do as much as we would have loved to do because of the IMF conditionalities that we inherited from the NDC.
Okay.
Thank God, due to good economic management, due to visionary leadership, due to competent leadership, we have navigated our way out of those conditionalities now. And I believe that when the finance minister lays on behalf of His Excellency the President and government the budget for the year, the financial year 2019, you will see.
President already describes the budget that it's a budget of hope. Already, he said that he has so much hope, and Ghanaians can find a lot of hope in the budget. Your minister, Honorable Kojo Oponkruma, also is saying that you're not claiming you've solved all Ghana's problems, but you've done the majority, given the time that you've been here or you've been in power. I am more concerned about the rural development and the new rural development policy. Can you throw a little light on that for us?
Brother, I can assure you that what we have done in the last 2 years, if within the last 8 years we were doing half of the things that this government has done, reduce taxes, in some cases abolish taxes, and reduce electricity tariffs for both domestic and commercial users, and for the mining sector, create jobs in the public space, and encourage the private sector to also create jobs through the vehicle of the one district, one factory, and so on and so forth. If we had been doing half, today as I speak to you, 18 of these factories, small scale factories, small and medium scale factories that have sprung up and are working, one in Gomuafete called Casa de Ropa, using sweet potato to make bread and pastries. One in Elmina, engaged in juice drink, juice production, and so on and so forth. If we had been doing this within the last 8 years, within 2 years we have had 18 factories. Can you imagine if every 2 years we had been having 18 factories, and so on and so forth? We even expect that by the end of this year we will move the 18 factories to around 50 factories. If we had been doing this in times past, my brother, every district there would have been a small medium scale factory that would have been employing some people, would have been producing some of the things we import into this country, would have been producing them here, saving ourselves hard currency that we spent to import these things. All of these things were not happening before. If we had started free SHS and several thousands of Ghanaian children were going to school, we would have been developing as a country. Compare ourselves to Japan. What does Japan have?
No.
But Japan invested heavily in education. Today, with all our gold, with all our timber, with all our bauxite, and so on and so forth, Japan is still ahead of us. It is because they invested heavily on their education. In the past, even America, there was a time that they decided to invest in free education. Now, look at where America is. And so, this is a necessary first step that we are taking. And that is why government is also thinking about this rural development policy document, which shall seek to coordinate how development happens at the local level. We are interested in decentralization, and we think that there should be such a policy to regulate. But government is now winding up on that policy document, and immediately work is completed, fully completed on the document, and we put it out. I will be too happy to share with you the fine details of that document.
We will also be grateful to have. I thought we were going to have tips and teasers from it, but again, we'll let you go. But finally, on the front page of the Daily Guide, we have Mahama-led corrupt regime by Rawlings, and that's ex-President Rawlings again. I say poking at ex-President Mahama again. Just a little bit, if you've been able to come across that, and I will ask your say on that.
Well, opinions, they say, may be varied, but facts are sacred. And we all have been around, including the former president, His Excellency Jerry Rawlings. We all know what happened in this country. We know what the situation with Sada was. We know what the situation with Jida. We know Isophoton. We know all those that happened under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. It looked like, unlike what we see today, where every little allegation, sometimes clearly unfounded, no iota of evidence, but allegations are thrown in. His Excellency's attitude is that, look, anytime an allegation is made, once it is made, I will have it investigated. This is different from what we used to see under the NDC. Several of the investigations that have been conducted, my brother, you and I, honestly speaking, you will notice that these ones do not even have legs to stand on. Most of them do not even make too much sense. But what is the attitude of government? Never worry. Let the police and let the law, the security agencies investigate, so that the people of Ghana can know that we are not shielding anybody. But in the past regime, I mean, you would hardly see any of these things. And so,
at least we can talk of the Brazil issue, where a committee was set and then probably a white paper was issued. And so, we have a few of such issues.
Well, even that one, that was a major embarrassment and scar. We will carry that with us as a country for several years. Even that one. I mean, look at the gravamen of what was happening. Monies, several millions of monies was packed into an aeroplane and flown out of this country. And we all saw what happened. We could buy one coconut for $200 and so on and so forth. Somebody who took us to the market and showed us direction to the market also was paid the thousands of dollars just for escorting somebody to the market to buy something. All of this happened, but at the end of the day, what did we see? People have even argued that whole exercise of an inquiry and a commission was a waste of time, because nothing good came out of it. At the end of the day, the people who were involved, some of them were virtually moved about, and so on and so forth. And so, on the balance of it, His Excellency, the former President Jerry John Rawlings, is justified, is right.
You think he's right? But Honorable, you are in power right now. A lot of the people are crying that the corruption allegations, they've not heard anything, they're not seeing any prosecutions, any legal charges, and nothing. They really feel you've just said it and you're not doing anything about it. For instance, you just talked about this Brazil issue. Could you possibly review the whole process or the whole thing and probably come up with something, or you're just going to let it slide under the bridge?
You see, we are dealing with a group of intelligent,
corrupt people. Intelligent, corrupt.
Yes, they are corrupt, but they are also intelligent.
So
They know how
intelligently
to.
corrupt.
Yes, they know how to do these things. And white collar crimes, by their nature, are difficult to prosecute. And that is why investigators need time to unravel a lot of these things. You notice, for instance, that in the case of the Brazil, once a commission of inquiry has been involved and a white paper has been issued, some legal opinion is that then you are stopped from even touching that matter again,
Exactly.
and so on and so forth. And so people have their own ways, and there was a scheme. No wonder, in the view of the Supreme Court judge, he says that there was a scheme to create, to loot, and to share. So it tells you that this was something that was premeditated. It was properly planned and orchestrated. And so I am well aware that investigators are at pains. They are taking their time establishing the evidences, and some of them already are under prosecution. If you go to the Cocoa Board, there are some people from the Cocoa Board who are under prosecution. You go to the National Communications Authority, there are people from there who are under prosecution. But indeed, like they say, the wheels of justice may grind slowly, but they surely will grind.
Sure.
And so let's keep hope alive that very soon some of these prosecutions of corrupt practices will begin.
Honorable, we would like to thank you very much. There's one last question, but I don't know if I we've had calls from a lot of your communicators, party supporters and stuff, and the claim is that you get all this information and packets of details, yet they don't get them to be able to speak on issues when they have to go and talk on radio and other platforms. Have you heard that, and what are you doing about it if it's true?
Well, we are working closely with the new Minister for Information, Honorable Kojopo Nkrumah, with the new Director of Communications of the party, Honorable YB Asamoah, Wabena Asamoah, and his team, to make sure that the people of Ghana hear the good news and we are able to carry them with us. What we have noticed is that there has been a lot of misinformation and propaganda from our colleagues, especially in the NDC. They are masters of misinformation and propaganda. And so we also have to brace ourselves up so that we do not leave space for them to put lies and deceit. We need to occupy the space with the truth. We need to occupy the space with the news of the development and the transformation that is going on. If we do not do that, the NDC will seek to smuggle in propaganda. They will seek to smuggle in deceit and misinformation. And so we are working seriously on how best we can resolve the problem that you just
But again, must you do it because of the fear of NDC putting misinformation or misinforming the public? Mustn't we do that, or you do that because the people deserve to know what the government they voted for is doing?
Well, I think that you are right on both scores. We can do it because of the both. And so that is the point.
We'd like to thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you for your time. We will have a time with you to come to the studio so we talk more about some of these topics. So yeah, I'll let my producer have a quick talk with you so we can make an appointment for you. That was the Deputy Minister of Information, Honorable Pius Henam Hajide. Yes, man, my airway is doing so marvelous. Thank you very much. Dela, good morning to you. Dela Redeem, that will be done. That's the name. Let me just give you a few messages from our Facebook and those who are watching us. I know some really wake up early in the morning, those who stay out of the country or are not in our time zone. So I really owe you that respect by reading your comments and messages. This is from Kofi Edubuahin. I say, Baba, you mean Mahama-led administration was better than Nanado's government? That's a question. Okay, I think there's a hot conversation going on our Facebook wall. Just join us on Facebook at Net2TVGH. We are streaming this show live, and there's a hot engagement. I love what is going on our Facebook wall. We're taking a quick break, and when we're back, I continue with my newspaper headlines, and then we have in us in this studio Vera Wiredu. She's going to have a little bit of conversation with us, and probably time is on our side, but we will try to do something. We'll be right back. Dialogue. My name is Abedienim, and this is Net2TV. We are streaming this show live on our Facebook wall at Net2TVGH, and you just heard a cool interview with the Deputy Minister of Information, Pius Hinam Ajide, Honorable Pius Hinam Ajide. But let me read a few messages on this. There's a hot conversation going on our Facebook wall between Kofi Duboahene and then Lennox. This name I can mention. Lennox Asante. I'll just skip the other name. And then Kadir Kevin. But a few, let me just read a few from Nana Kwame. It says, some of Ghanaians are selfish. This government is doing great work. Even Europeans are still, can't find job. Okay, people in Europe still can't find job. I think you're short writing, and which is okay because of social media. And then Kofi Edubuahinen is saying, NDC was buying Land Cruiser for chiefs and Legon girls, but Nanado is using the money to pay school fees. So who is a good father? And this is what some of the conversations going on back to back on Net2TVGH. Just go onto Facebook and then search Net2TVGH. It's a long conversation going on between our viewers, and which I think it's quite respectful and it's just intellectual. I like that. We'll read a few more as we go on. Let me quickly finish with our newspaper reviews or headlines. I'm on a Daily Guide, and the front page of the Daily Guide, Mahama led a corrupt regime, Rollins, and then the Yoko officer recalled. So you remember the Yoko officer who was recalled, who made a statement. I think there's been an instruction that he should be recalled into office. Possibly, I heard the tape, I played it over and over again. He really didn't say anything that deserved that kind of harsh stepping aside thing, but then it's okay. Government to outdoor new rural policy, and we talked about that. FDA rate Marina Mall. Professor Dodu, we're trying to call you, so yes, we'll get Professor Dodu on the line if possible to tell us a little bit about the rate in Marina Mall, and probably we'll bring you some videos. The last but not the least, the Daily Graphic, and in the front page we have strange death at Tema Manhia. Health service sent team to investigate residents take to spiritual bath in sea. Hey, asamuno. Ntuko jari na wambe. Gun owners refuse license renewal. 1.1 million illicit firearms in the country. Wow. Published reports on creating new regime. Minority charges government. So the minority is asking government to bring the report after the committee. Don't you think plans are far advanced? Well, they deserve to know. So yes, I think government needs to play with them. Japan provides $265,222 dollars grant for 3 organizations to undertake health projects. Okay, please take some of the money to Tema. And then we have Ghanaians react to intended sachet water price increment. And so they're saying that, hey, so the over 2 million, and so I now 20% also to me, said the assembly. But that is all on the front pages of the newspapers. Unfortunately, today we've exhausted a lot of our time, but it's all for the betterment of Mother Ghana. Like I always say, we will allow you come through about a few minutes to end the show on 0240 550 899. 0240 550 899. Let me tell you, Dependable Herbal Home is bringing you the best of herbal products on the market. Today, Man Capsule, today, Cool Capsule, today, Laxative Capsule, and today, Lady Care Capsule. And they have the Today Lady Wash. I will ask Vera how they put those. I had Daily's buy Today Cool Capsule and the Today Lady Care Capsule together, especially on Fridays. Why? Today Man Capsule is good for sexual weakness, vitality, and vigor. It also enhances urine flow in men. In men, underline, in men, into your bar. Now, for Today Man Capsule. What's up? Jama Safoni Jimfinu no Monfa. Today Cool Capsule is also good for treatment bleeding piles and hemorrhage. It also stops the bleeding piles completely. And the Today Laxative Capsule is effective removal of constipation, waist pains, and then excess phlegms from the body. The Today Lady Care and Lady Washing them, I can't answer maybe. You say man turn to impact. I can't say much about that because me nyoba and I mean obi so used to be. This is a very catch me. But open do it to a dependable about home as well Madina New Road. Yes, also for all greenhouse and now say Castle Omni Datus International Energy Insurance. Uko Okanshia, Repage Ventures, Skins Work Herba, Omi now Okanshi. But Madina Old Road, opposite Doku Clinic, Obe Doku Baywatch Herba, almost so will be honum. Now open so for 027 222 022 222 into Kohonum Nakopebi. Omun Ronu Sudu na pharmacy shops, any chemical shops I work or memo especially herbal shops in Etombi. After to compound house, Echo Meme Day there, or Friday, then Saturday. Saturday 9 p.m. on the dot, we're bringing you compound house. It's a collaboration between Apostle Production and the 2 TV, and we are putting together all the funniest stars you can think of. They make your weekend so fantabulous. Trust me. And for those of you who want to advertise on Compound House, you are the reason why we shifted the time to 9 p.m. so you can bring your product for us to market for you. And also families can watch together. And in Kwalani Bibresi, Compound House until 9 o'clock. So we are putting the viewers together with the products or the marketing agents. Into Munfa adverts in Betoso. Na Ashef Wonson share. Near so you produce Mamo. Na Muntumin share na Monsre. Siriano, Yase you drew into Compound House. Vera, wait there. You say we're running now, but remember a few minutes. Now, ex-president Jerry Rawlings say ex-president Mahama regime was a corrupt one. Oh, now you're part of the communication team for the MPP. And Timinji was drinking a crime found. Now, feminists so I can be brave. Now, the see her.
And why are they pa? My menchia, my chef for name with tea for Ghana for and a two mukwe chiro.
So,
hey, say, crowd, dear me, yam shishime. Just say, yes, sit down, no, say, binum crowd is super grass. So,
a moment, change the crowd.
Move. Where be a man, Koyena, I move to Effie, hoy, yet that was a tier for Yamisha will be brave, MPP 4, NDC 4. Now, NDC 4 be brave, Abba MPP, inside. Aya, my yen won, our word too, yen very open. Yen a whole was any Ghana, a dear whole. Na me and yet too suspicious near the ye hear more. Yes, a year with walk crap and a door, not as a four. Ain't no a Ghana, a say Ghana, dear, a yet dara, a yet the pa, Timichiam, I love you all.
Wow.
Na,
anyway, your question.
Na corruption as semi dear, Minia. Ashefo nyina ya we enye ye papa former president Kranebeka ashefo nyina ya we say corruption there em say one of the major reasons ye de epamo ye papa your mama free Ghana akonwa so if you say we call elections na we lose with a certain margin na ne wakokon e na we lose and dey understandable very clear but say we call ekon na almost 1.5 million difference and no na dismissal and no ya pamo so ya pamo na wo hwe enema ye papa your mama ene wo mo eboa no wo Ghana ebe ye ya in fact na asefem na areho pa and no
some so be ye bi na ya asefem dey wen
ni o mo be ye no ma ma examples
okay
wo hwa circle na ye friend no Kwame Nkrumah circle and say omo be here circle Dubai ye nyina na ye wo man mu you know the noise dey there won even kra no omo bu ano no buses are almost all the districts in Ghana twen NDC 4 baaye emi bebi ano na mekram ka so omo atua kadada kra nsa na omo bi ano ye baaye ye ne PP aban ene ye tua ho ka won so won asi schools amoka say mu si day schools ne ade a no kra no mantumi anye kota de mo ye me no kase MPP aban baaye construction ne ade yen aban mi wa sika mo se mo de etua no sika no so a ye hu what you say mo se mo ye bus branding sika puduo wa hu nti mo ayi afekura no ye papa mama ufri north e no se Ghana no ye bibia unity nti no ye the south baako near the north na balance ye the Christian near the Muslim because o man ye dodo ye ho 18 no except north no so niam bebre wo ho a enam say wo hwe gold ni bauxite ni timber ni cocoa ni ade nyina wo southern sector 18 no say ye shadan say ye the niam bi ko north so ho na balance aba because eniema dodo na agudie ne ade ne nyina na akodi southern sector enti obeye president ne enim so obebọ modin biara no ama niema ne bebre na ho no development ne bebia agudie ne niema no wo no aye apa enti wo so okay wo kwa akodua enua because ho no aye na ewia no ano odin enti no kodua enua bebre eno so beboa enua no opebre na wo share da sika no besi ne enua so aye hu wo si okay confirm ya de asese no obi asom twitwe ye betimi cry export bi ni ade wo koye besi ne confirm mako 10 ye hu bi sika ye hu so enti sa ne ma o se waye ni nyina wo Ghana no omo se omo aye no majority of it no mo antua ho ka enti se ne se bi ma betena studio hei na ko diata de wo boutique na mi ntua ye na me de abetena asem kan me de betena ha se na me wie na obi na ebetua na nipa ne sa beji na tade is it mine scenario na me create you usi wa yewe usi wa ni nyina fraud for one na adwuma nko a enti say ya papa ka say he led the most corrupter ne a kire ne say corruption wo hoi e free bra nyankopon bo wiase corruption e wo ho kire say abra na obonsam kra pese o convince enipa ba na fa no o the apple efa if so na if so say me maso yetimi da wo so corruption so corruption say no obi a won interpretation exactly eno eda nchen a corruption aba besine nti corruption ne de na ya mamrem ene ya mane in Africa ne Ghana
so na the NPP led Nana Addo Dankwa government mu de musumu corrupt
corruption no ti o enye say woka say obi nye corrupter ne ye ne say papa na ye his excellency no onu onyamfo the president of the state no ye ne botaye one of his aim say obeye de obetumi bia na nka enu 8 years na obefiri so na akofom kra na ne obeba no no so atoa so na akoye bibia ba ye culture ye frowning on corruption won say corruption ye bibia say ekoye ade ye de ekoye bibia I say a normal thing is the order of the day and they na ye running into danger but say ye frowning on say bia metiwe me who corruption be say koswa me ye bold enough say in the first place I can talk about it I can report it evidence be I can tender it but here's the case these corrupt people are very dangerous people they are mafia people they can obetimi contract you obi say onkun because who evidence ubetimi attendant yenku na evidence na ama out
my call is nimre true hello ubetimi afre on 0240 550 899 0240 0240 550 899 neni enkomo come but me read your messages no so kakra mo dey ba messages in the bar never but I can read as far as I can and I time be permit here Mukaila Jonas said DI inside Kerry or see if I had said Asedun Ketia is arrogant, the entire NDC will hunt me. Now his own national treasurer has described him as such. He is right. I've always maintained the NDC party right from John Mahama to the last person are complete hypocrites because they know the truth but they act otherwise. But until the NDC delegates learn to push JM aside, Asedun Ketia and Kofi Adams aside, the party will retire in opposition. Oh, how can you say that? Me pacho, mami.
And I may say, anka ye mo ntena ho be 100 years. Na MPP in develop Ghana.
100 years
as tourists. And this yen na de won beba power. Me kura anka me so me lead campaign.
After 100 years now.
Na womra as tourists. Say abai papa nti ye be nyina che. Ye be nyini ye gina na so. Hwe papa na Addo ni age.
Okay, we say, well, I know in Akwetia, I was totally devastated with the suspension of Iyoko boss because it's totally true. Their charity begins at home. Well, I know what you're talking. It wasn't the boss who was, it was the Eastern Regional Director who was asked to step aside. Into and somebody be let's put the correct information out there. Away from, hey, Dr. Bedi Kwadaso, aka Big Shoes. I say good morning, champion host. I am not surprised of the violence at NDC regional chair since fighting is their hobby, but I am happy Ghana and UK celebrate old relationship. Hi to Reverend Samuel Mensah. Okay, hey, with the truck akana the diakani na aye dedication. We are there pa. Oh, the same guy. Why do you send so much like baby? I will read it if it's. I'll say hello Netu Man FM is not functioning. Is the share of okay? Is doing okay. I don't know, but me patrol traf. I would baby. I would try if you know account. So there be a technical issue. We can easily follow up quickly. Not here to me. I'm a number. Unfortunately. You to me and some phone calls be baby your time now could do. But say please do something about or be the pictures be a tray or say neba ye KNUST securities no say eninya and kakra. But again, when you send these things, we need to go behind the scenes to cross check. Very impossible.
Me say NDC will be a name say corruption dear corruption. Me say Sina ye can say a can woman a
Congress.
Me feel say the meaning nankasa a corruption. Mentias ye me dream one mentias say she say mo ba ban mu na aban a mo abemu no bosia a mo agye nyina no eni dwuma a mo di nyina mo antua bia mo antua adwuma a mo be ye wo Ghana nyina mo antua. That's one. Mo asa agye bosia bebre. That's two. Number 3 mo ba yen so no wamu a yan na yede yesika wo aban no ye sika na ye yandia ahwefo na etiefo na miametie sika na wo Ghana no yen sika enye obi sika enye obi botom sika na sa na ma mu ye nyina mo antuaka afa sika no so amokode ne taxes amoji wo Ghana tobu tu sika nyina ra ye hu ne amode ye mu wie ye so a masa nurses fortune fie emfie miensa mo ama won adwuma anye won allowances so a mo twem totally na teacher for so dia mo atwam totally enti say sika ni nyina no school fee di wonim say MPP yeso e won e na ye baye a year and a half na muntua sa school fee di ade no enti the question is where is the money sika ne wo hen na etiefo ni ahwefo titiri MPP for munya abotre investigation ne de menuanom koso pa na nche send this for ye corrupt amunche me ye corrupt amun prosecute me mo de amunu no mo ho na mon sansere na eduru wa mo obi ameka say we hunting because we are coming with hardcore evidence ye de mra na ye adwuma wo
be honorable Hajide kan no ne ya adwen say omonto ombo ne ye investigations close to 2 years ne ye nti ba kokra wa
NDC for wonim say won no propaganda ya de a omayimu politics won na de bae won ati baby a ye titi nipa nkasa how to lie and tro just say ade ye white or say ye kokko enti ye de ye no ya papa his excellency nanado oye mranim ni a ono owo abadaye owo understanding for everybody and every issue ono no nka say na we NDC ni nti there be we MPP ni kura na ewo evidence ni ye investigation ni ehu say wo hu wo mu a me de bia what I'm preaching is say enye say de obi kotumo sika no ye je eno de bia meka ye nyi sika no plus interest.
Oh how Vera oh dear say asem here ya kan am say ye beka until say bia ye beti nipa ba
exactly
say president describe budget budget of hope minister so say budget need to take care of a lot uti honorable deputy minister so say it's one of the first without IMF conditionalities
so who say Africa hane ye Ghana hano ne esese eda ye ni so ne say abrofo de ani ombedi dwa ye ni ombeko because ye part of the global village ye wiase ye ka ho ye ntimi nka se ye te ye ho but ye woni ama bebre wo mayi mu a ensese ye kopa chew esre sika na enam se hwese ne se me develop issue no hwese ye papa Adekunku for ex president oyi ye free hipik mu a o build economy ni drew level a esese nka NDC bae no wan so go higher na nka by now po ni ye nkoji peswa from anybody no when we baby omodi yen koye enti say no ya build it 2 years grandma ye show 2 years ma ye menua nwanwa 2 years ma you ye baye e car wo mu ja ye constructions across the country get fund niama bebre ahun ya won antua me no ka say everything is almost paid almost paid
nti no ne hope na wo face
say car ye didn't crop for Ghana nyina no ye tua wie that's one Number 2, one ni bia one ma training kale so bu o wie school no bia 18 19 no go straight to university bobu a onya nti ode ne training college na bosumi bia na maniska it is says can no he lives obi kra to be the boy fee.
We had the testimony like
what
that.
You say Sadia and Yari store bisa see any scan or he next for 3 years for the absorb ama even last year for can say clearance aba ye di woman so ebeto so ati ase ama allowance no won saka enye se yaka woman sa aka national health kra na eye egu anesa se no ya maso it what is happening now let's say busia kakra ye nso ye ba ya ye de be choku niam na se bibia no I say ye ba na valley so valley no se ya fele ama na ye level se no ye be ye esie so e de esi so enti e free next year no me say and I make us say NDC for abekan ye hu NDC for abekan ye hu e say Ghana be ye de
e to abekan hu say wo kan me
say ye to aba no NDC for ni be to my MPP and e bi nso tina fie ye fe na party on e tina fie no on anto no na wo mo no ye so strong say they are angry with NDC but they won't vote for MPP and e bi mo so vote to my na ma ye nya 1.5 for no. It's one at Tinefi out of apathy. Say, no more can you it is a
information your way.
Would you make up out the asthma make a boss a baby life? And yes, say, no man, no man, for no one, you know, you're coba, Ghana for. What I say, they are not our enemies, they are just opponents. And in the Yanu coba, and no one near my pa, and PPA, no one say no. Sabi politics na ye nya sorry no aka say o me pastor ya de me buafu me ja sorry no there be enye nyame na wo som na nya pastor you still be in the church so I say politics is not like that. Politics is obi the policies ba na ebeboa wo ba wu achi wo nana no ebeboa you go there na nya obi a few people ebe loot everything. I'm telling you say NDC for ni bu o ha no more power and I'm telling you say na ekom di won papa na ekom di won papa ekom
no more power na
ekom di won papa enti say aya be no me say atadwe enkrofo I started there even in the NDC enti no say no ya silly valley no as say near my panel so ho ebe float say milk say no on the free Israel on the free Misrim asase so Egypt and as say on the yafa wilderness one ho say no yafa ekokoko nimu awie as say no yafra ye de ye be sane akokena say no sane ye sane akokena mu ne we so what you say it say no what is going to happen is a bronye no and anim say so no planting for food and job eduane igusu say ye warehouses near store enti no say time odru say no buy na ye na more food so e dey dryers ni ade enti what is happening is say no ehu hia say sa obobo busia tele bia
so say there I doubt if you aban bi be ba so be ka so
yanka say me ka no kro me say ye nkoje busia tele
nkakra bia
oh say and dey just say no irrelevant but I'm telling you say no ye generate yen sika won say sika na e wo Ghana koko sika ba gold sika ba bauxite sika ba oil sika ba ye twa nua kra wo ba yi
say enkwankran bi botum e be ba oman ne
confess say bauxite ne kra na diamond ne ade kra no say concessionary kakra ankrofo no basis infrastructure it is value for money and say first na ye bia oh ye koye wa ha so ho ne de be bia 10 billion on paper ni achedi maso obi anya obi hwe na ye investigation there be MPP ka se oya ade ne kra ye one city obesa bagani ama na kwofom obedi ano because of a value for money it is say no yes and to ye ni nyina no to cater for whether you are poor or rich, whether you are in the urban or rural, no matter your status in the country, no policies will benefit you. No, ye no say no. Na fe exikane ba ye kotoku.
Ye medase. Vera Wiredu, you member of the MPP Communications Committee, and we were in Kano. Uti enthusiasm what they kasa out so no dear. Just say papa. Mami came my last message from Odwe Intama. Odwe me just say what's a million times man kind won't talk. I say hi Abidi. Former President Mahama himself is aware he failed Ghanaians in the 8 years because his time we experienced doomsday which collapsed a lot of jobs and loss of lives. Today most Ghanaians are very happy for the changes they voted for. God bless Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo for his good policies. Regards to my mentor Honorable Ken Japan Odwe. Makama Sasamasa. Yet the see Audrey will be one of the last people. Yeah, that's so yeah, share show. No, your family will be the name high net 2 TV program near the dialogue. Yet Sunday bro and then another 9 to 10 p.m. Now for years they just on YouTube, as also Facebook Live now. On all social media handles, Instagram, Twitter, and the account, WhatsApp, you engage you in all angles. You know, didn't come up from here. Very Quatraso, our national agenda. Ain't it? Sasha and TV right after here. Yeah, Twaso, our national agenda.
All the blue are son,
Because Bishop, I say, or the 2 TV are not the remote Nakusi.
Oh, yes.
So the bell will be unfunded. It's Mukoso and the 2 TV. Also, Upaso Cotton new digital TV now. Make sure, say, in the store, no, on bet you near chin the 2 TV now, who answer their coffee. TV snibi wo ho a unit na wo mu na T1 na dada na bi even though e no e digital no bisase ope T2 TV T2 no eno na obechi na 2 a very clear ne stations awodo wo T2 kra na one subscribe to DSTV ni de keka won kra unya movies na ade ehwe free because eno ye latest digital TV no e T2 ntu de okwa ka so hwehwe T2 ana decoder ampo na woto a ka so hwehwe T2 decoder just T2 eno ano no eno mpo no benya channels be brave ahwa connect to enti e da ase aye dialogue e from abedi ani me na me de be sia